Hey everyone, and welcome to the All Elite Zone podcast on YouTube and Twitch. We are here for our AEW Dynamite live reaction. Tonight should be very, very good. It's technically go home show to Forbidden Door. We got playing with us. We'll be joined by Adam and Michael pretty soon. Let's see what we got in store for.
After Collision, man, I am super excited for tonight's Dynamite. I don't know about you, but man, it's gonna be a good show. I was kind of misled last week. I thought it was going to be a tag team match with Guevara and Jericho versus Allen and Sting, but apparently they now announced that it's going to be a triple threat match, or not triple threat, a 6-man tag match. So I don't know. That was different for sure.
Yeah. Still got a Big Bang Theory on.
Sheldon's the best, you know.
Jim Cornette always makes a big deal about that. If the ratings are good in the beginning, like it must have been a good Big Bang Theory. That's what he always says.
Cornette's just mad because he's not getting 1 million fans to watch him.
Here we go.
Or 800,000. So, okay, explain to me what happened with Dave Meltzer. So what was up with that?
Can you see me okay?
Yeah, you're clear on my end. I can hear you, see you.
One
thing I can't do is smell you.
You can't what?
Smell you.
Yeah. So the Dave Meltzer stuff is so Collision, Fightful reported, and a lot of other people reported that the reaction backstage was very, very positive. Everybody was on the same page. It seemed like everyone was getting along. And then out of nowhere, today, Dave Meltzer says that the backstage atmosphere is at an all-time low, and everybody that's like a diverse locker room now. And then Andrade goes on Twitter and denies that, at least on Collision, because he can't really consider Dynamite because he hasn't. Well, at least at this speaking, he hasn't been back on Dynamite.
Yeah.
Whoops.
But it just baffles me. Also, shout out to the Hardys entrance. If you guys are watching at home with us, Matt and Jeff came out to they had their video game on their Titantron. You guys see that?
Yeah, I was gonna mention that. Yeah. Oh, lights went out.
Now I'm excited for the 29th.
Yeah, they started to promote Fight Forever a lot during Dynamite, like on the Titantron, putting the date out, and so I believe next week the game comes out.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited. I got a pre-order still. Like, even my fiance is excited for it. Like, she's gonna get for a Switch, so I'm stoked.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that Exploding Barbed Wire Death match.
Oh, that's the first match I'm playing.
So starting off the Hardys and Guns.
And I'm sorry, listeners. I'm chewing. I just barely got there, so.
We've got a big fat Cornette sign in the front row.
It's so good to see Jeff Hardy back. He looks so much healthier.
He's got different face paint on.
That's one thing I love about Jeff. He's so, as they call him, the wrestling figure collection business, toyetic.
Oh yeah.
But his face.
And no, Connor, I'm not at Dynamite. That was pretty funny. The guy did look like me though. That was funny.
Yeah. Connor posted in the group chat before we went on air that he thought Adam was at Dynamite, jokingly, because there's a guy that literally in the front row that looks exactly like our homeboy.
Yeah, I seen the stuff on the camera, and then I think I saw someone familiar I know there too.
Also, if you guys haven't done it yet, we're starting doing our poll again. So go on to Twitter at All Elite Zone 1 and go comment now. We're going to have a great commercial break at the second hour, and we're going to talk about one of the topics. So I'm super excited. It was kind of a fun one. So let me go get this pulled up here. Let me see where we're at percentage-wise. Adam, have you voted yet?
I have not. I will. I will vote.
I've seen the crowd. I've already counted
votes so far.
I've already counted 15 CM Punk shirts in the crowd.
Only 15. Anyways,
well, so far,
So you got on there. You have the three choices for you to vote on. You have the Money in the Bank dilemma. If you guys don't know, there's a whole Logan Paul thing going on. And is it really necessary to have the Money in the Bank at this point with Roman Reigns, being so dominant? Are they going to go after Seth? Because what's the point if they're going to lose? Why have Money in the Bank? The next one is the next perfect storm. So who do you think will be, the next big thing in wrestling? And the next one is our favorite stipulations.
Last time I checked, we're at 6 or 7 votes.
Yeah, we're at 8 votes now.
Oh, 8.
So so go vote. It's on Twitter, and leave a comment below if there's another topic you want us to discuss as well. So this is like a pretty good solid tag match. Gotta admit, the Guns are actually looking really good. Like, I have been very impressed with them as of late.
Yeah, they've still been their year. I'm really for tonight, the tag team blind tournament, whatever that is tonight, whatever they're starting at. WCW did the same thing kind of, but it was random tag teams. I don't know how they did it, but like each team was random. So it'd be like Eddie Kingston and I don't know, Jeff Hardy, and then another team would be Darby and Sam, and another team would be it'd be random teams. So
see, I'm okay with that. I like that idea. Like, bring out that's one of my favorite things about wrestling is put 2 random people in a ring together and see if they mesh. Because look at Sheamus and Cesaro, Claudio. Those are the last recent example of 2 people that never tagged with each other.
Ooh,
and put them in a ring together.
I'm curious to see how they do it, because I like how AEW does unique matches, because in WWE you wouldn't get a match like that. Oh, Matt Hardy, hot tag.
Also, is it me or does the lighting seem very bright tonight?
Yeah, it looks a lot more
bright. It's very bright in that place.
I can see, when they turn the camera, I can see people all the way up in the rafters.
Yeah, it looks pretty full. I'm happy about that. I think we have a shift coming because hopefully our viewership will increase too. I know both shows last week had over 800,000, but I wonder if it's just the fans that are causing the issue. I wonder if I don't think AEW is that bad for us to go from 1 million to 800,000, but that's just me.
As long as I think 800,000, 700,000 is a number that I don't like 7. 700,000. As long as they're not going to 700.
Yeah, that's when we need to be really worried. So it's going to 600,000. That's when probably things will start being bad.
But 800,000, and they've managed at least with Dynamite. I think Collision, they did 816,000. Dynamite was up a little bit. Dynamite was 832,000, but Collision had the better demo. But I noticed Collision beat Dynamite a lot of in the categories. It was kind of interesting that they hit history numbers on Saturday, which was kind of.
That's because CM Punk. That's you can't love or hate CM Punk. The thing is, the guy is going to bring in viewership from, if you think about it, our age demographic. He's one of the last true characters and wrestlers in wrestling besides Reigns. I basically would put him on the same level as Roman Reigns' popularity right now. At least with the Bloodline story. So I think AEW, hopefully the Bucks and and Kenny can come together and figure something out for it, because that's gonna be almost as big as the Bloodline if they could pull off that storyline. But then again, as a worker, if you can prevent working with somebody you don't like, then I'm okay with that too.
People say Jeff Hardy's washed up. So he's stealing these guys.
Did Austin forget the spot? Huh.
Ooh, I know that hurt.
That was weird. Or did he just kind of oversold it like Triple H did and then fall over? We'll go with that answer. That seems more fun.
No, Rick Knox about to get knocked down. I've been in those positions. Almost getting knocked down. He did the that's what Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton used to do into the RKO. What Hardy and Colton Gunn just did. That's the same type of move that Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton do. Might transition to an RKO.
Huh, interesting. You just had Juice Robinson do a run-in. So
this is interesting.
Was not so I guess it kind of brings up the theory about the Guns and Bullet Club joining forces.
You're gonna pull out
what?
Kick out.
Dang. What an upset. I like that. Okay.
Damn the time. How's that?
So it looks like the Ass Boys are just a little too sweet. I think they're joining Bullet Club. What do you think?
That's what it looks like.
I'm actually okay with that, actually. I mean, I've picked the Guns to have a solid year, and to have a team like the Hardys kind of like, you know what I mean, like put them over. It's kind of an honor.
Come on, King Maxwell. You gotta come out and save the Hardys. I don't know if you're doing schoolwork. Oh, no, it's summer. I don't know if I know what you're doing, but come out and save the Hardys. I mean, he did beat up Stokely Hathaway, so that was funny.
Well, I was kind of looking at it, right? Because Bullet Club really has lost a lot of momentum in Japan. And I think like the Guns, I think they need that good heel to go with Bullet Club Gold. So I'm curious to see how this is going to play out. And I agree with Adam on that because I know he predicted it. One of our prediction shows on Talking Elite.
There's that guy he had a roll of quarters. That's what Arn Anderson used to do. We watched that last night, I think. Mr. Jacobs and Arn Anderson had a roll of quarters, and he knocked Ryan Pillman, and Pillman was bleeding in his mouth. Oh, this is interesting. Ricky Starks. But I don't think it's going to be enough. This feels like Evolution when they would beat up everybody and everyone would come for the save, but they just tackle them.
Got FTR in the ring now.
I know who's fixing to come out now.
Uh-oh.
FTR is out.
Listen to that crowd reaction. Also, the fans that are listening live, how's our sound doing? Can you guys hear us clearly? Make sure our TVs aren't blaring this week.
Come on. Fans are chatting that.
Punk hits the ring. That's why Henny is not there tonight.
Oh, who's that? Yeah, there he is.
It's Punk. He didn't even come out with music. That was good psychology. No music tonight for Punk's entrance. I like that.
I didn't expect that. I didn't see him come out of nowhere. As Jim Ross would say, business has just picked up.
Yep.
Oh, he's going to do the GTS to Juice, or is he going to scatter? Yep, he's going to scatter. Hey, this would be a good 4-on-4. CM FTR Starks versus BC Gold. CM FTR Starks.
Absolute CM FTR.
There you go.
There you go.
Absolute CM FTR.
Dude, I'm really good at coming up with team names. Don't come at me.
See, Adam's just ready for the new game to come out so he can start making his own teams.
So I can make my own factions.
Yes.
Uh-oh, Buck's got a mic.
Ooh, collision. Nice.
Uh-oh. Would next week be considered this Saturday or next Saturday?
I think it's supposed to be this Saturday.
Yep, this Saturday. Now I hit my...
Great start to Dynamite tonight, boys. What do you guys think?
That was good. I like that. King of Chicago. I like that.
I was
That
already
was good.
said that. I'm not even supposed to be here. Can we give props to Punk too for wearing Danhausen gear?
Oh yeah, just not noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
One of these days, we're gonna get them as a team. It's always been off camera, but one of these days.
Oh yeah,
CM Punkhausen.
CM Punkhausen. Punkhausen.
Always something. I remember during that press conference, despite what everything else, he said about his footwear, like stuff to wear during his matches, and his old boots didn't fit. He bought some other shoes. Nothing would fit him, but he tried on Danhausen's. It doesn't even fit him. That's not even his size. He tries it on, and it just magically fits. So it was some kind of reverse curse thing that he did. I'm looking forward. Now, one of the most matches I was looking forward to is this Concession Stand Brawl.
It's gonna be fun. I'm excited.
Hey guys, you're from Canada. Jason, thanks for watching. We definitely
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate you.
we definitely appreciate you watching, especially from Canada. Almost that time. Yeah, you guys think Punk is showing up. I showed you these comments earlier. Yeah, he showed up. Dylan Larkin, Hardys. Yeah, I like to see it. Love to see the Hardys. Ron Duffney, thanks for watching. Hi to you as well.
Thanks, Ron. Good to see you.
Come on, Punk. Yeah,
Right.
Punk definitely showed a good result. I would hate.
So what's the rules of this? What's the rules of this brawl? Just knockout? Is that it?
Guess just beat the hell out of each other. Well, who's the ladies? Oh, there's Brody Lee's wife.
Oh, Matt Abert. Oh, dude, she is so sweet.
I believe that's.
Have you met her yet, Connor?
I haven't met her, but I've seen her.
He's like, ladies, are you ready?
Oh, dude, she is super sweet.
Thank God they have they have guardrails. Thank God, because I remember the last time in the Roderick Strong and Jericho that. Well, never mind. A cameraman, one of the security guards pushed the cameraman twice. Then the cameraman punched a security guard. It was on camera. Well, there goes the merchandise table. I hope anyone wasn't planning on getting any more merch.
I'm sure it was an extra one.
Oh yeah, there's gotta be an extra in the back.
Ooh.
Oh, nice shot from the trash can.
Who thinks gonna win this match? Who's everyone got?
I got Jay.
Because I noticed Jeff Jarrett said in the Road 2 with this episode that if he loses, he's never going to wrestle again in AEW. Which I don't know if it actually means that, but
well, he was brought on back for a backstage role, so
hey, we got flashbacks from Anarchy in the Arena 2022.
Oh damn!
Ketchup, mustard, and hot dogs.
Oh.
Comments.
See, I like when they do stuff like this, and this goes for both AEW and WWE. I love having the different backstage elements in it. And of course, Karen Jarrett.
Yeah. Mustard. Who are these ladies? Come on, Aubrey. Is that Brody? I don't know if that's her.
That's not Brody. That's not Brody Lee's wife.
I thought it was from a far distance.
It looks like her. She's really sweet. I would love to have her on the show.
Who are you? Why are you pouring water on Jacob's?
Because he can't see.
Oh, I feel bad for Jeff Jarrett because the way his blonde hair and he's got mustard all.
Good old slap nuts.
I'd like to see a segment like Stone Cold and Booker T went to the grocery store in AEW. That'd be pretty funny. Who is this? Jay Lethal?
Nope.
Oh. That's gotta be Jay Lethal, right?
No, it's not. It's
Jay.
What's his what's his name? I can't think of his name there.
Sounds good, that.
Yes, I did that. Thank you.
It's wild, all right.
Pepsi Phil in a Danhausen shirt on AEW Dynamite. You are no longer my enemy. You are my best friend now. That's great. I love that. Like, I don't know. Like, I just love Danhausen.
Yeah, you know.
I think they've grown really close as friends, which is nice.
Yeah.
Well, also probably doesn't help too that that Danhausen did all those cardboard cutouts of Pepsi Phil himself. You know, I thought it was really kind of funny. Every like convention he would do my best friend Phil. I love, like I said, Danhausen is.
So he made a tweet saying that he goes, Pepsi Phil doesn't have an opponent at Forbidden Door, so he'll wrestle me, but he knows I'm hurt, so he'll take the pin for me.
Yeah, we still didn't get that because it was rumored that he was gonna go against Kenta. Seems like that's not gonna happen, but they have some other people in place. Jeff Cobb, El Phantasmo out of everyone, which he had chemistry with Sting out of all people. El Phantasmo did, so anything's possible. But
you know who I want? I want Evil. Give me Evil and Punk.
Evil. That would be unique.
It's that's the thing is it's unique, but I think it'd be a good.
I know there's someone else they mentioned, but I don't know his name. He was in Impact. I think he wrestled Moxley in AEW one time. I don't know what his name is. There's a few people.
What about you know what? This would be a stretch, but guarantee 5 stars. They could do it right. Tama Tonga.
Dude, that would be good.
But I don't think he wants anything to do with AEW.
That's weird.
Well, no, if you think about it, look what I think there's a lot of heat between him and the Elite. Like, legit.
Like real life stuff.
Yeah. So that's why I made for good TV. Yeah, that or he's really good at keeping kayfabe alive. So, oh, man. Speaking of kayfabe.
Why are they in the ring now?
So we've announced on Talking Elite, so our 2 shows coming up. This week's show is going to be Road to Forbidden Door. So come check us out tomorrow night at 7 Central if you're going to watch live, or watch it right after after it's been recorded, and then hopefully here in the next little bit you'll be able to catch them all on Spotify. Connor has been working his butt off behind the scenes. We are almost caught up with all of our podcasts and shows on there. So super exciting for tomorrow. We got Forbidden Door. And then my favorite topic, that this is what I've been wanting to do for a while, and I think this one's going to be a lot of great effort from all the boys and maybe a gal, depending on who all comes for it. But we're going to be doing a killing of kayfabe. So we're going to bring up stories that started the end of kayfabe and what really kind of changed the professional wrestling business, probably for the worst. So it's gonna be a fun topic. I'm super excited. I know Adam. He's one of our wrestling historians on the show, so I cannot wait to see what he comes up with. Isn't that Briscoe's?
Yeah,
Briscoe's
he's out there. I was about to say, like, but you about to get hit.
Yeah, Briscoe. Hey, Davis just put in the comment section, Briscoe needs some help, and it looks like we got help.
Yep. Flashbacks from Rampage on Friday.
Isn't he a Hall of Famer as well?
I think so.
Wow. I hate Karen Jarrett so much. I hate her more than Dixie Carter.
So are we doing the Forbidden Door predictions tomorrow, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. And then I got a fun announcement to make for our July episodes. I got a really fun announcement that's coming up here very shortly, so make sure you guys stay tuned because it's gonna be awesome. I think Adam and Connor know what we're gonna be doing, but it's gonna be super fun. I'm super excited. I've been working about basically before I came back on the show. I was basically working about a month in advance on it, so it's gonna be awesome. Hey, it's the fallen
Whoa.
angel, and best friends.
Out of all people. It's going through everyone like butterflies.
Oh my gosh!
Whoa, who's that?
Literally.
Is this gonna? Wow, every tag team's out
kick.
here.
Pretty much. All we're missing is the Bucks. Phoenix is gonna fly. Look how much love that Briscoe has. Like, the Briscoes had so much love. Look at that.
I bet some of these teams are going to be part of that tag team.
They better.
The blind tag team thing.
Yeah.
And for anyone who freaks out, this match is a concession stand brawl match. So when Penta hit Jeff Jarrett, it was legal.
Anything goes.
Anything goes.
Yeah, I know that one fan's gonna. Huge celebration,
boy.
So is Jeff Jarrett really not going to wrestle again in AEW, or is he?
There was no stipulation on that.
Though.
There's no official statement from AEW. Yeah, I mean, because think about it. Besides, you would be doing a bigger match.
Yeah, he would have
for him if it was his last match in AEW. You know,
they would have put that out.
He looks jacked. I don't think his career's done this yet.
That's an exciting match.
It was fun.
Yep. Mark Briscoe stays undefeated, 7-0. Well, in AEW.
It's so good to see Mark in AEW, though. I wish Jake could be here. Damn boys. Wheeler Yuta getting his head taken off. Man, this is I just love Eddie Kingston. I'm so glad that he's back. Like, he looks good. Like, what if he's the one to defeat MJF? Do you think Eddie Kingston could be that next big draw that could be like where MJF's at? Or like who do you think could be the next big champion that could bring viewership to the company?
I don't think it's Eddie Kingston. He hasn't been on AEW in quite a while. I think starting him out as Eddie Kingston be good as an international or TNT first.
Yeah, because I'm surprised he hasn't held any gold yet.
Yeah, considering the amount of time he's been there, but I think it's a few people. But I think the two I think it's going to come down to is Danielson or Adam Cole, or maybe it could be someone totally different. But
how is they're challenging to Forbidden Door, right? BCC and then the Elite, but Kenny can't do it because he's wrestling against Will Ospreay.
I've challenged you to a face-to-face tonight, but as far as I can tell, you're not even here.
It's interesting. I don't know. I'm excited for Forbidden Door, but I just wish there was more matches announced. I feel like the build this year has been a lot worse than last year.
Wait, is Moxley in a match? He's going against who? Who's Moxley going against? Like, does he have a match announced already?
No, that's why he's making the challenge out.
I think it could be Moxley, Wheeler, Claudio versus Young Bucks and Hangman.
I'm just surprised that he's not facing anybody. I thought he would face off against. I thought there was somebody he would face off against, because it doesn't feel like New Japan's been really involved with the show. Like,
it's hard.
I feel like this is kind of a down for the build up for it, but
a lot of those guys,
I'm just gonna buy it and watch it. But
a lot of those guys, they don't have visas.
But still, like, you thought there'd be like
some kind of video package, some
video package, work build up. Because think about it, they could easily get a work visa or just come or even like I said, or even just a passport. That's all you really need. If you're only coming over for a week or 2 weeks, all you really need is a passport.
Yeah.
So who knows? I don't know. And then again, I'm not immigration, so I don't know.
I know they did that.
I know Japan's got some crazy regulations still.
Yeah, there was one of the COVID and all that.
I'm just glad they're able to have people go in and out without having to quarantine for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know one of the bushwhackers from New Zealand who passed away. I met one of them, and the other one was gonna come, but he had to stay in quarantine for 2 months from New Zealand all the way to America, and 2 months going back. 4 months away from home.
I'm also not gonna lie, like, so now there's a new GIF going around Twitter right now of Juice Robinson. Dude, we gotta find a way to use that in a meme or a promotion thing for us, because like that smile is just perfect for like doing some kind of announcement. Oh man. So I don't know. It's like Forbidden Door is gonna be interesting to see. You guys in the comment section live, thank you guys so much for watching. What do you guys think about Forbidden Door? Because I'm excited for the show, but I feel like the build-up hasn't been the best.
Yeah.
I feel like they've kind of lost a lot of momentum with it. So let us know in the comment section what you guys think. So, and we'll discuss it here on air. Adam, what do you think about it? You excited for Forbidden Door, or are you?
We're right back.
Yeah,
What do you
no,
think?
I was upset I didn't get to see last year's. I know I watched highlights of it, but I didn't get to watch it full. I'm kind of excited to see it full this year, and the challenge is laid down by Moxley. So I feel it's going to be Moxley, Yuta, Claudio, and Takesha against Paige, the Young Bucks, and someone from New Japan. I don't know who, but I think that's going to be, well, I mean, they're going to need 2 more because he did say a 5-on-5. So
It's gonna be interesting to see because Kenny can't technically do it. Could you bring somebody in from Bullet Club to help represent the Elite with the Bucks, or is that too much fantasy booking?
You got a Cutler Nakazawa. I mean, if you had to, I guess.
Which Color could wrestle? He could do it.
He can, like, he's actually a really, really good wrestler when he's serious.
But he has such a good goofball, though.
Yeah, I really like he had something going. I think he could be TNT champion. He just fits his character, so that would not his character now.
Oh no! There's a new Twitter game going on right now, and it's people are posting. Let's play a game called Mugshot or Promo Picture. That sounds like a very bad idea. No, that's nothing good. Sad face. But Collision was fun. I just feel bad for JR though. I think he might need to retire. Or just come back for like the not necessarily announce, but have him come back for excuse me. Have him come back for like the sit down interviews and stuff.
Well, legally, he has to come back.
Still use him because I feel like his sit downs are amazing.
Because legally, he at some point he has to come back because he's under contract till 20. Which no, sometime this year is gonna be his 50th year commentating.
It's already official. He's already been in the wrestling business for 50 years.
Oh, he has.
Yeah, it happened last month, so I saw the announcement for it. So.
He didn't sound good.
No, but did you see his tumble he took?
Yeah, he takes a lot of falls. I noticed because he had another bad fall a few months ago.
Oh, now here's the match that I've been waiting for. Oh, I feel like this is the only match that has a New Japan talent on the card, except for. Is there anybody else on the card that's from New Japan, or is it just
Zack Sabre Jr.?
Oh, I forgot Zack Sabre Jr. Yeah.
And
who's he facing at?
I think it's Orange Cassidy and.
Oh, it's Orange Cassidy. Yeah.
Was it a tag match? Orange Cassidy and
Sheba.
Yeah. Him versus Daniel Garcia and Zack Sabre Jr.
Davis, he just commented as well. He put, "I'm watching Forbidden Door. I agree the build hasn't been as good. Thank you, Davis, for your insight on Forbidden Door. I agree it's going to be a very interesting. I think it's still going to be a very good show. I'm just hoping that it's. I don't know. I hope it's more. I hope there's some more build up between tonight and Collision, because how could you be? Because that was one of the biggest pay per views of the year last year, and this year it's been kind of like an afterthought.
Yeah. Tommy T, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, Tommy. We appreciate you. good to see you again. I don't think we've seen you in a while.
Coming to Memphis.
Are they, Connor? You know?
No, we're coming to Nashville. That's the closest to coming to Memphis, but not coming to Memphis anytime. So not that I know of. It is a tag match.
Also, I love Suzuki.
Yeah.
He's like one of my favorite Japanese wrestlers. I have his theme song on my workout playlist.
I'm really curious. The women's match tonight, like that's one of the biggest women's matches they've had in not a long time, but quite some time. Like a big match on Dynamite. Statlander and Valkyrie. I don't know who's going to win that. In a way, I don't want Ty to lose third time going for the title, but in the other way, another sense, I don't want Statlander to lose because she just won it just last month. There's never been a women's time limit draw, I don't think.
Sorry, I had to hear his theme song in full blast. Just listen to that crowd. The crowd is even getting into it.
That guy loves throwing up that Jim Cornette sign.
Fuck Jim Cornette. Sorry.
Oh,
sorry. Yeah, edit that out, Connor, so we don't get in trouble.
Action Andretti. For all people. Yeah, they've been pretty hot in ROH, these three. They went against the Embassy in the last episode.
Also, I just love seeing AR Fox.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It feels like these three guys are some of the best high flyers in AEW right now. And especially with Dante. Dante has just come a long way.
Yeah.
I'm glad he came back from that injury, too.
Yeah.
And hopefully his brother comes back good, too.
Is it Darius that's hurt, or is it Dante that's hurt?
Dante is injured this time.
Yeah.
But they get, like, Darius is the one always injured, but now he's back, and then Darius.
But it's not his fault. Like, unfortunately, he went to land right. It was just bad table spot, fortunately.
I don't know if they'll ever win the AEW tag titles. I don't know. Well, they're going to have to stay healthy for at least 6 months to consider.
I think they could do it. I think if you calm down a little bit, do a little more psychology, just slow your pace down a little bit. This is also something that Bully Ray has stated too. So it's not a lot. I think if you kind of slow it down, work on your psychology and your character development.
Yeah,
I think in a year they could do it, but you got to make sure, like I said, stay healthy. But you also can't blame them too because one of the injuries was from a car wreck, so you can't really gauge that as the performer's fault. Now, the one was it Final Battle? Is that where?
Yeah, it was
where Dante got his ankle broken.
Yeah, they go so crazy in the ring, both of them, and they go so fast. And then the moves they do, it's real easy for any bad landing to happen.
Hurt yourself. But if you look at it too, like with someone like AR Fox, I feel like AR Fox has been a good mentor as well. Even though he's still pretty new to AEW, but I feel like you kind of need a little bit of a leader. And too bad Styles is over here. Because I think Styles could really help those two young guys.
AJ Styles. Yeah.
And I call them young because they're like I think they're younger than Connor.
AJ Styles and AR Fox had a match years and years ago. I mean, years ago. I saw it on ROH Honor Club. Yeah.
Suzuki, that's great. I think after this, I might have to go buy his figure because he's got his figure on Ringside Collectibles. So I might have to go buy it. Like I bought Jushin a few months back. I got him for a really good price in his debut gear. So I'm trying to. I think I might start like a Japanese collection. Like I think I'm gonna start going back and watching a lot of the Japanese matches. I feel like New Japan's got some good stuff too. I feel like it's just they get overshadowed by what Impact is doing and fortunately what AEW is doing. Especially when all your top guys leave to go to, the Fed or AEW.
Yeah.
Is it bad that I call WWE the Fed? Or should I just what do you guys think in the comments? Do you guys think it's okay to call WWE the Fed? Ari, want to bring up Oliver's post? Oliver says, yeah, Top Flight is a little injury prone, but I agree with Lane. They need to adjust their moveset. Thank you, Oliver, for commenting. Yeah. I hope you're having a good night. Like I said, these kids have very good promise. It's just, like I said, they just need to adjust a few things. I feel like now that you have a couple people in AEW that could be that locker room leader, I think that now it's time for them to slow it down. Even like FTR. Like, if you listen to, Dax's podcast before he left, Dax even mentioned on there that, both Top Flight, Dante and DeMarcus, they both went up to him. And asked for help. So that's a start. So, like I said, they have a lot of great moves, but like you need to calm down a little bit. Look at Ricochet. Ricochet was that same way for, his first few years in his career. Now look at him. Fortunately, he's getting wasted a little bit by WWE, but but his matches are always very entertaining and different from the likes of, fortunately, as some of the other main stars that just do the simple drop down, toe hold, and headlock.
Well, Ricochet really came into his own in Lucha, I believe. Like Lucha Underground is where he really took off
Prince
with
Puma. Mm-hmm.
Yes, Prince Puma. Like that's where he really took off with the kind of high flying and like high risk maneuvers he did. Like that's why it's kind of toned down in his WWE run. Like I want to see the Prince Puma Ricochet style that was translated into black and gold NXT on the main roster. But again, I feel like he's just slowing down a little bit. It might be age or whatnot, but I missed that old school Prince Puma Ricochet style of wrestling.
Well, I feel like if he could just bring it, even just if he went half of what he did in Lucha Underground, I feel like he would definitely be pushed as a main event star. The only thing for Ricochet, though, is he gets, kind of the short end of the stick because he can't talk as much. I don't know if you would give him a mouthpiece. I don't know if that would do anything, or just give him mic time and let him improve. I know the guy can do stuff in the ring, but I feel like with WWE, you have to be more of a talker than, show your talent. This ain't a dog in WWE, but think about it. Everybody that's been a champion has to have a good promo. I guess the same thing can be said for AEW, but I feel like they give more chances to different talent instead of just, the bigger guys.
Well, I wouldn't say all promotions, but at least the bigger ones like Impact, AEW, WWE. You gotta be able to talk a little. If you're gonna be a champion, you gotta, especially world champion, you gotta know how to talk.
But I think Ricochet can still talk though. I think he can talk. Still. He's just not. He doesn't have like the crazy jab like an MJF or Roman Reigns or Paul Heyman.
He'll never be that, but.
But if he could just talk a little, if you just give him mic time to talk and that's the thing is you got to let people sink or swim, no matter how long they've been in their career for. You gotta give them some kind of mic time, even if it's before the show in a dark segment. Let them have some kind of.
Yeah, that's the problem with a lot of people. They criticize them with promos or whatever, but they don't get any time to even work on it, so they can't.
Yeah. And that's one thing I feel like AEW has done that was great with Dark for a while. An elevation you gave the wrestlers like a platform to learn and come out as a character. So, and now it sucks that there's no more Dark elevation, but now they have 3 big shows. You can kind of use Rampage as that spot. But look how many people have upgraded their abilities and got over because of Dark and Elevation. Look at Daddy Magic. Daddy Magic was one of the best commentators. In AEW for a while there,
I wish they would go back to they can't now, but if it wasn't for the pandemic, I think Dark would have still been like it was. They had so many good matches on Dark. show quality matches. They had Kenny Omega and Joey Janela, Darby, and I think one was Darby and Kip Sabian. There's a lot of pretty good matches on there.
Yeah.
Then when the pandemic happened, they changed the
Tony,
whole format.
that's the thing, is it's kind of getting bad, I guess, because a lot of wrestlers didn't have work and Tony was giving them work. So it's good on that side. And you also have, you had some wrestlers that fully got contracts because of it, which is great. But, now looking at it, was it really necessary on a business standpoint? Probably not. You could have had some better matches, but having those independent wrestlers come in and be able to perform and actually do what they love and get a paycheck, that was great.
That was good.
Actually, Andrade was trying to steal one.
See, all the stuff AR Fox does, always going to fall and upset again on Jericho.
Shout out to Suzuki. He's really teaching these young boys how to sell. Like when he went against, that's what's been great about it. So I don't know. I feel like having even like Suzuki being in there, no matter if you like Japanese wrestling or not, watching him just in this match, just how he's interacting with basically two of the youngest guys in AEW, it's very incredible to watch.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you guys think in the comments? Do you guys like Suzuki or if not, who's your favorite Japanese talent? Because there's some pretty good ones. Of course, you got Okada. Tanahashi is great. I think Evil is underrated. And Suzuki just did that looked vicious. Look at AR Fox selling.
Oh, that was good.
Judas effect. Oh, nope. Code breaker.
Roll over. One. That was good. I like how AR Fox, he's going pretty fast, but he's got a good pace to himself.
Yeah. And look at even Darius. Like Darius is actually, he looks a little more believable and hitting almost all of his moves tonight. Like it looks, I feel like he's done great. Like I feel like he's definitely improved.
Someone like AR Fox can rub off on guys, like Top Flight and other guys in AEW, because he goes really, really fast sometimes, but he connects almost everything he does. Because lots of times that's probably going to be
Gods and Suzuki are your winners. So pretty good match. I actually I had a lot of fun with this one too. Like I don't know, this Dynamite's just giving me some smiles tonight. That's really kind of what I wanted out of a good show. Excuse me.
Yeah, it's been really, really good.
I feel like I didn't see a whole lot of Sammy in this match though.
Yeah,
I seen a lot of Jericho and Suzuki. Do you think that was by design?
Probably, because they had that thing with Jericho and Sammy. He's trying to make Sammy jealous, I guess.
Hey, Renee's in the ring. Cool.
Sammy did a little bit with Darius Martin in the ring, but
I really want to go get his figure now. Also, but Jericho's comment about not wanting to wrestle Sting, good foreshadowing on Jericho's part.
And Chris Jericho in the ring for the very first time ever was a monumental moment in pro wrestling history. Never been seen before.
You all right, Adam?
I hear yours. I'm a little bit behind.
You're good. So do you think we're going to get Jericho and Sting at Forbidden Door?
Maybe. I'm really curious where they have it at. I mean, they could do Forbidden Door, but
or just say it for All In on Wembley.
I would still do something with Sting, even if it's not with Jericho. I'd still do something with Sting at Forbidden Door. I don't know.
Oh,
what
he just called Sting a whore. What?
What the heck?
Suzuki's
that
trying not
come
to lose
from?
his shit. That's funny. The Suzuki gods. I like that.
The Suzuki gods now. No sex god has been replaced.
Face us in a 6-man match this Sunday at Forbidden Door.
It's kind of obvious he's going to team with Sting.
Yeah.
He should have made a stipulation it can't be anyone besides. Like, it can't be Darby.
Well, no, it's going to be a 3-on-3, so Darby will be there. So it'll be Darby, Sting, and then somebody of his choosing. So maybe Evil. I don't know. I think Evil will be a little fit.
I know who it's going to be.
You do?
Well, I don't know, but
Who's your guess?
El Phantasmo.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh my God, them two, they had the best chemistry.
Dude, they got matching jackets. That is cute. That's dad and son goals right there.
I know. Speaking of son, Sting's son's starting to train to wrestle.
Oh, sweet.
What we got here? Two legends who's never crossed paths.
Which is crazy to think.
And they were in a tag match in WCW, but
it's pulling a little Joker Sting out there.
It's kind of weird because Sting is the veteran and Jericho is the youngster in this. And Jericho's normally the wiser one in feuds, but this time.
This has been a fun little segment.
Sunday, I plan on having some time with you. In other words, I accept, Darby accepts your lame challenge.
I wonder if they might save a singles match for Sting and Jericho at All In.
Look at Jericho's eyes. I just love when Jericho reacts to people.
Mm-hmm.
We got the guy for Sunday.
Yeah, I've made a lot of enemies.
Yeah. Who you got? Who's your partner? Huh? Who is it?
We gotta wait till Collision.
Find
so
out.
Collision, we'll find out. So we'll take a poll to see who will be. Watch our socials. We'll pull a poll up later on tonight.
That's
on who we think that will be who will be going against Jericho, Guevara, and Suzuki, and who will be the partner for Darby and Sting. What? There you go, Connor. That's how they're doing it.
Yeah, they're doing it WCW style.
Dude, it's RJ City.
Yeah. We're going to get some of the wildest tag teams. That's going to become actual teams eventually.
Whoa. What a tournament it's going to be. Once again, the brackets will be announced next week here on Dynamite. And speaking of great tag teams, coming up next, we'll have the International Champion Orange Cassidy team with ROH Group Champion Shibata to take on New Japan Pro Wrestling Television Champion Zack Sabre Jr. and Daniel Garcia. Plus, we will hear from Adam Cole. It's all coming up next 11.
Boom. So Oliver responded back to my Japanese question. He loves Naito and Ospreay. Good picks. Oliver, you just got promoted to my friend. Just don't tell Connor or Adam because I don't want my other friends to get jealous. And of course, Davis going Sting. That's my favorite part. Every time Sting comes out, you can't when it's like that whole, you can't just say Sting. You gotta say it's Sting.
Yeah.
The
I
man
feel like
they call Sting, the icon, Sting.
it's like JR is to like JR has Stone Cold and Tony Schiavone is
Stone
what JR
Cold. Stone Cold.
like Jim
My
Ross.
God,
is,
you're Stone Cold.
Oh wow, like really went up. Schiavone is what Ross is to Stone Cold.
I'm just sad that there's no Kenta versus CM Punk. I was really hoping for that match.
Yeah, I don't know why. Apparently, it was supposed to be planned, but
Rumor also has it was just a fan thing that fans were fantasy booking it and they thought it was going to be real and happen, but apparently there was no talks about it.
but like it's really
Or the
funny
other
that
Punk wanted to, or Punk and does not want to face him.
it was kind of funny that Kenta all these years that he wants to face him, and then when it comes down to it,
Well, I wonder if it's just because I wonder if it happens to do with what happened at Brawl Out.
he wasn't even involved. Like
Well, I know he wasn't involved, but think about it. I guess that's why I think some people have a bad taste in their mouth with CM Punk was because of how much it affected AEW from that point. Because I think ever since that point, I think more fans were more toxic, and instead of enjoying the show, they became more critics and were nitpicking every little thing that went wrong. I don't know. Just a theory, guys. Don't take it too hard. Remember, it's still real to me, damn it. It's still real to me.
Yeah.
So,
cross 5 tables.
well, I think, and Jason, he brings up a good point. He put more and more people are coming out supporting Punk. Well, I think it's also too. It's like Punk is still being that locker room leader. He's still like you can't get along with everybody in the company. So, and I'm okay with having him and the Elite because I love all three, or actually all four guys technically. But I think it's time. I think it's time we keep supporting Punk, support the Elite. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens.
The Elite.
And they said the Elite won't be on TV tonight.
Well, it's probably I bet it's pre-taped. If anything, they filmed last week.
Yeah, whether it be Blackpool Combat Club, whether it be Don Callis, whether it be Will Ospreay. Those kids against us. Sometimes it feels like the whole world's against us. But trust me when I say a lot of people hate you guys, BCC, and it isn't just exclusive.
We're gonna get an Omega and Takeshita singles match pretty
We
soon.
needed a friend. We found one in an unexpected place.
Hey, Tony!
Yeah, they've got a lot of history together.
But the fifth person is going to be someone I want. I may not trust them.
Yeah, one more person.
Trust them more than you guys. So I'm going to make the announcement.
Damn.
I
love Eddie.
Wonder who that's gonna be.
Adam Cole, baby. What if Adam Cole's the next champion?
Yeah, I think it's gonna come down to Danielson and Cole. That's who it's gonna.
So my three in the running right now for the next champion after MJF has his legendary run, is going to be Adam Cole. It's either going to be Adam Cole, Darby, or Danielson. I think it's one of those three.
I think MJF and Cole will go against each other all in, and MJF's going to win. And then,
I think he's going to win. I think he's going to hold it until
Revolution.
Until either Winter's Coming or Revolution. I think he has to hold it for a year.
If they're smart, though, how he moves it at Revolution 24, because then he's automatically going to resign.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm glad that he's getting that JBL type run.
Mm-hmm.
That he finds any way obstacle to win, cheating wise. Every Vince was right. Oh god. And referee shirt.
Nice.
Moxley for president.
Still one of the most over people in wrestling.
Oh, there's I know her in the front row with the elite sign.
What?
She's follow her on Twitter.
Awesome. So, who do you guys want to see defeat MJF? Well, I know that I don't want his run to end soon, but who do you guys think will be the next world champion? So leave your comments down below, and here in a few minutes after Adam Cole, we'll discuss it. So.
It's going to be quite a story time if MJF's there.
Don't lose too.
Good
little, yeah, I like that Oliver good pick.
Continue probably.
And also back to our previous topic, Kendall probably doesn't want to lose to Punk.
I could see that.
Yeah, the hard part is somebody's got to put somebody over.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to see lights.
Everyone wants everybody to win, but there's always going to be a winner and a loser. But I still think that match is going to happen. Punk and Kenta. Maybe not at Forbidden Door, but I still think it's going to happen. Maybe next year's Forbidden Door. To have a better way to build towards it.
Yeah. Or have them go to Japan.
Yeah,
that would really get people talking. We'd go to do a best of 3 series. Do one at Forbidden Door, not Forbidden Door, but do one at the Tokyo Dome for Wrestle Kingdom. Second one, Revolution, and a third one on Dynamite or something. I don't know.
Still hard to believe that CM Punk's only lost 2 matches in AEW.
Gotta book him strong.
MJF.
If he lost more than 2, people would be complaining a lot more about it. People love their CM Punk.
A perfect triple threat. Punk, MJF, and Moxley.
Be fun.
Because Moxley and MJF, they're the only 2 to beat MJF.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he might be there. I don't know. Maybe he is. Punk and MJF is in the same building. We're closer and closer to part 3. I'm curious to see what he's got to say. Because that was a darn good match last week.
It's a win's a win for the champion, though.
That match last week was probably one of my favorite matches of the year so far.
This crowd is crazy tonight. For you guys watching at home, this is the best crowd I've seen in a while.
The world champions hold the microphone, you keep your poor mouth shut.
Somebody's going to start calling him Miz. That was a very, very similar to Miz's line.
As CM Punk said, he's just a less famous Miz. Oh.
Even Adam Cole. It's
Davis, I'm still there. I think he's still there.
Listen. Adam, you still alive?
Oh, he's okay.
Oh, boy.
And I'm the one who dragged him out of you. You're welcome, by the way. I know you
I'm building him up so good to not give him a rematch.
That's fine. I'm real worried about you. You've suffered a lot of blows to the head.
Oh, shit.
You lost track of time. And to make things even worse, I know it, you know it, these people know it. Had that time not run out, had you beat.
Oh, damn.
You all know it's true, Chicago, okay?
Sure.
World where I clearly didn't have you dead to rights.
No.
Dare I say, as a close personal friend. Because I care about your health and your well-being.
Oh my gosh.
As far as your rematch goes, I'm gonna have to say no.
No.
Which is what I figured, right? I think it's what we all figured.
No rematch.
You're gonna say no to a rematch.
It's been fun. It's a good promo. I like this one.
It really feels like now AEW has that one storyline.
Are they still in Chicago?
Yeah, at the Wintrust Arena.
Oh.
Yeah, at Collision they were at the United Center. Uh-oh.
Oh!
Uh-oh. He did. Oh, damn. At the same time.
Uh-oh.
Did more a lot than we thought.
Oh.
They're going to be a tag team.
Ha! Yes! That's great.
What
This is like
the hell?
whole mom and like, Mom, do I have my little brother with me?
He said, "Do you want me to wrestle every week?" MJF's going to have to wrestle a little bit more.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh. Tanahashi. He's looking like, what the hell is it?
Because I know you're trying to prove that you're not a coward, but wait. Wait. I really hope this isn't because you think Tanahashi is better than you.
Oh, reverse psychology.
You're listening good. No one on this planet is on the level of the coward.
I don't know why. It's so funny that coward and chicken still make wrestlers so much more offended than a swear word. Yeah, I love wrestling logic. Wait until it sinks in. It's like fudge.
Got it official.
Meantime, Cole's not wrestling though yet.
MJF's going to have to wrestle a little bit more.
This is great. That was different. I like that. I was not expecting those two to tag together, but this just got made the story between these two a lot more fun.
Yeah, MJF's going to have to wrestle this Sunday. He's going to be in a team with Adam Cole, and eventually they're going to have another match against each other. Whenever that is. I like that they're extending this feud.
Hey, if they do it right, it's a good way they're extending it. So I'm okay with how they're doing it.
Because they're probably going to push this off till they could have one more match together on Dynamite.
Wembley. I think it'll be at Wembley.
Yeah, that's going to be where they have a match.
Oh,
This
looks good. So Punk versus Kojima, Roderick Strong and Joe, Starks and Juice, and then Power Hobbs and Dustin Rhodes.
CM Punk's that's
female bracket. You got Dr. Britt Baker versus Ruby Soho, Anna Jay versus Sky Blue.
I'm behind.
Athena, Nyla Rose, and Willow Nightingale. That will be our Owen Hart Women's Tag Team Tournament. So Athena and Billy Starks will be the one that will be wrestling at Forbidden Door. Cool. So next commercial break, I will say my big announcement since I'm turning into Tony Khan. So yeah, I'm excited for this announcement. It's gonna be so much fun. Like this has been a passion project for the last 2 months, so I'm super excited for it.
Dude. So, Gat Punk's opponent for Forbidden Door confirmed.
Not who I wanted, but that's okay.
He's the guy that I was talking about. He was in WCW and he was in Impact a little bit. Then why is Billy Starks and Ash Knights and AEW? I could use someone who is.
Is she in?
Yeah, Billy Starks isn't signed. Well, she's not legally allowed. Age-wise, she can't. Because in some states you can be on TV when you're 18, but in others you can't be till you're 21.
So basically, it's just basically to get her introduced before she turns 18.
Basically, but in a lot of states you can wrestle till you're 21, but some states allow 18. But I agree. I don't know where Red Velvet's been at or Riho. Riho comes in and comes out. That didn't sound right, but
I wasn't anything of it, but
oh no, that's. I didn't say that right.
I still think I don't know. I think it's. I think I understand why. I understand why, Oliver. So it just depends on how it plays out and how this young talent does, because apparently she's already got a guaranteed contract waiting for her. So, and she apparently missed. I don't know if she missed graduation or did graduation for a wrestling match. So it seems like she's really in love with the business. So she's all right in my book.
They got a lot of injuries in the women's division, but the ones that aren't injured are not even using them. I don't know where Red Velvet's been at. I met her at what was it? March. I met her when I met MJF. Billy Starks is pretty good. I seen her wrestle one time. They could have easily give her a match. I don't know what this new dance he does. A new theme song too.
I don't know how you feel about it. This is gonna be a fun one.
Yeah.
I feel like Zack Sable Jr. is gonna do that Russian dude from Rocky. That's what he reminds me of. The other one goes, "If he dies, he dies." I can't remember what his name is. Don't shoot me in the comments. Or if you guys do know, it's in the comments what the Russian guy from Rocky's name is. This is gonna be fun. I do like that new belt though from Japan. That looks really cool. Is it the tradition? What's it called?
It's called the New Japan Pro Wrestling World Championship. Basically, their TV championship.
Because it looks really cool. I would, to be honest, like I said last week, I would love to have a copy of that one made.
Yeah. I know Ring of Honor, they've been building towards. I don't know if it's going to be. It would have to be at the next ROH pay-per-view, but Samoa Joe and Zack Sabre Jr. That's what they've kind of been building towards.
Oliver brought up a very interesting point, and I think this would be a good one for us to discuss real quick. Talking about Red Velvet or Rio, they're probably good, but they've got people. But we've got people. He's talking about Billy Stark. Says that Oliver says that she's probably good, but they've got people at home doing nothing. But someone who isn't signed still has opportunities. It's kind of like a double-edged sword, at least my opinion, Oliver, because I agree with you to an extent on that. Because I love having every once in a while having a new face come in. I also like having a prospect like Billy Starks, because I think she'll I think she'll be the next big thing, and probably already has a contract with the company or a guaranteed contract once she comes of age. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, because I'll also love to see Rio or Red Velvet in this tournament coming up. But I think that's the hard part with like Rio is a lot of fans. I think the hardcore AEW fans like her, but a lot of people, just because of what they're used to seeing in WWE, just for an example, with Rio, she's very small in a very PC polite way. She's very small. And so a lot of hardcore fans might not like the image of having her on TV. Who knows? Like, wrestling is one of those weird businesses where, unfortunately, you can't have everybody be on TV. And this goes for WWE as well. It's like when you have two giant inflated rosters and you bring somebody in like a Billy Stars, it unfortunately is going to take away from somebody who's been there. So, I don't know. What's your guys' take on that?
Well, they got ROH, so they could have easily put Billy Starks on there. Because it's basically the new AEW. Well, kind of. Because it kind of is the new AEW dark in a way. I agree with that. I was in it for a while that they sign all these people, and when they sign them, they don't use them. Then they bring more people to be on TV, and then they're not even signed. And then they get signed, then they don't get used again. Then someone else it's an ongoing cycle that wish they got more TV time but Collision, but it's not going to help to an extent. Because if you keep on adding, then even Collision's not going to be any help because you've already. But Billy Starks, who is she going against? She's probably not going to win the first match anyway. Oh, she's going against Athena, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's 25-0. Well, no,
I feel like it's a good graduation match. I feel like that's kind of the direction they're going to go with it. I feel like Athena's going to put her over, but I still think Athena's going to win that one. So
we haven't seen
Athena. Wow. It's very interesting for sure. Adam, what's your take on that?
Listen, I mean, professional wrestling is a business of coming and goers. I mean, it sucks, but that's the business. They're always looking for the next thing in professional wrestling. Someone fresh, someone new that brings in new eyes. Like you said, Lane, it's the same that goes for every promotion, basically. That it sucks, but the word replaceable. It's the big word. I mean, that's the same that goes in the work environment anywhere you are. You are replaceable at work. It sucks, but that's the real world we live in. There might be other issues then too with why certain stars are not in the tournament. I mean, you have to look. You got eight each. Eight ladies in the tournament. If it was like a 12 or 16 like college basketball, like you could add more in there. And give the top 4 women, who have the best records overall, the buys in the first round, but it's an 8-women's tournament. That's the way they designed it. Same with the guys. It's an 8-men tournament. But that's just the brunt end of the business.
Yeah. And then real quick, we'll do Oliver's last comment, and then I'll make our announcement here in a second. Oliver states he doesn't understand why they send all the people and they don't plan on ever using them. I think it's almost a similar strategy. Like I love AEW and I'll give them criticisms where it's needed, but it's the same way where it's like you want to make sure that if they are as good as they say they are, you're keeping them off the market. It's the same thing that goes for WWE. They did it for years with ROH and New Japan, and we're doing it with AEW. You want to block potential people going to to another company. I feel like as well too. It's like Adam was saying in our previous conversation. You sign all these people, you see promise in somebody. Look at Action Andrade. A lot of backlash because he was signed. And the kid, is supposed to basically be a jobber, but he impressed Chris Jericho so much. So that's one thing that you've got to look at as a president of a company now. You have all these talent, and yes, you do have 4 big shows. You have one on the streaming platform. You have one on Friday night. You have your 2 main shows, Collision and Dynamite. And it's going to help a lot better, but you got to look at what you're doing with your talent. And unfortunately, it's the wrestling business. No matter what happens, no matter what company you work for, they're going to offer a contract. They're going to lock you in, and they have the right to tell you, hey, we don't need you tonight. You don't have to. You're not working. You're going to stay at home and get a paycheck, or you're going to come in and do a dark match before the show starts. So it sucks, and I think that's where a lot of people like Effie and a couple others that want a wrestling union, because that could help prevent stuff like that where it's an equal opportunity. But you also look at the TV industry too. The TV industry is just like that. They're gonna sign people and do different things, and once a star they feel like has gone either older or stale, no matter how new they are signed, they'll keep them signed in the contract, and they'll rather show them on TV. So look at what happened with Jake from plays Jake from 2.5 Men. Look how long they kept that kid contracted in, and they barely used him because of what he said. So it sucks. It really does, Oliver. And I think Tony needs to be careful on who he signs. And I don't know. It's hard because there's times I can see why he signed him, but when you don't have an official ROH roster, that's kind of
it feels a lot like WCW the way they're doing it.
And it doesn't help too that fans are turning their backs on the company either. There's a lot of things that's kind of making it similar to WCW.
I was talking about this last night. I finished watching the Monday Night Wars documentary, and a lot of stuff that is going on now happened back then.
Hopefully, Tony's smart enough to be better.
But in people's contract, they kind of lied to Marco Stunt in a way. After what they did that.
Yeah, like I said, another and this is the last comment before I make my announcement. This is actually an interesting point. Oliver posted WWE and Impact use the talent and never use their own talent. I disagree because you still have enhancement talents that come in, they get squashed for WWE, which that's the only time that's really the only exception to that rule. But you're right with WWE pretty much using their own talent. Impact, necessarily because they have Impact is very interesting. They're very similar to AEW where they have that, where you have those people that come in from outside of other companies from Japan or Mexico. Not as much as AEW and ROH anymore, but they have other talent that come in or just work on a handshake deal. So it's like I said, the wrestling business is one of the weirdest things out there for sure. And I agree and I disagree with you on a lot of your points there. It's just there's so much talent out there right now, Oliver. Like we have probably one of the best times to be a wrestling fan because there's so many great athletes out there. But hard part is when you sign them all up, this goes for any major company, they're not using them. It just fortunately just goes to waste. So appreciate your comments there, brother. Hope you're having a good night. I don't know if you already follow me on Twitter, but hey, man, shoot me a tweet and we can discuss things till the cows come home. So appreciate you, brother. Hope you're having a good night. Everybody listening, thank you guys so much. Adam, man, what's new with you, brother? You been doing good?
I've been fine, man. Actually, I'm sure. I think I already know. I'm actually moving back to Tennessee. But I'm good, man. Just enjoying the product of professional wrestling. I will say this. I know a lot of people, making complaints about certain talents not getting used or something like that. I like you said, it's just so toxic, the wrestling community nowadays. Just reading comments, like just on Facebook, just seeing certain wrestling pages on Facebook and, AEW people versus WWE people. It's like, guys, just enjoy that we have this selection of wrestling today. It's ridiculous that you have to put down one, like someone shared a post. It said, God, I hope AEW goes out of business. Like as a wrestling fan, why would you want that? Like that's because you're also just wanting certain a whole company of people out of jobs, and then B, you literally leave one major, pretty much promotion left, like that has a major market. Like as wrestling fans, we should be happy with all this competition, with all these shows. Like me, I prefer AEW over WWE. It doesn't mean I hate WWE. I just don't like the product they're putting out there. I prefer AEW. But that's just my two take on it. I think I've said that plenty of times. I keep repeating myself on it, but it should be beneath me. But man, the wrestling community is just so toxic, man. It's like I want to comment and be like that. But can't we all just get along? Like,
No.
we're all fans.
Kind of why I love our platform that we give for people to come on here and comment, or for us to talk about. Just because, I had a hard time, and I still do. And I'll admit this to anybody. I have a hard time with how WWE operates, and I have a hard time with a lot of their content they're putting out. And there's times I don't see what a lot of the main fans see in the sports entertainment side of it. But I used to think I want WWE to fail because I was so tired of it. But looking at it, both sides of the fence, both fans are just toxic to each other. If you don't like a product, just don't watch it. I've toned down my complaining about WWE. I'm trying to, because it's not fair to the WWE fans. If they're enjoying it and having a great time, smiling, love watching the Bloodline for 5,000 days in a row, then I'm happy for it.
And I'm with you on that. I don't, it's not like I with the product, it's like there's certain people in the WWE I feel like could be used more in that company, that could be utilized more, but they're pushing the same people. I mean, the fact that Roman Reigns is only champion because they're trying to surpass Hogan and whatever God knows other record they're trying to surpass for as many days. But I mean, he's already surpassed Hogan. Yeah, I mean, they've already surpassed Hogan, which was their big thing because they had a falling out with Hulk Hogan. That's the only reason they had him hold on for.
Again?
I mean, Hogan finds himself in hot water so much, it's ridiculous. But I'm saying that, it's the fact that I don't hate WWE at all. Like, I'll watch if it comes up on YouTube, like shorts or like my TikTok, then, people reacting to certain WWE stuff. But I'll watch along and see, what's going on here, and who's this talent, but in the fact, like when it comes to wrestling, like the matches, like I enjoy AEW's wrestling production, like of matches, than I do over WWE's.
Yeah, and I think that they caught lightning in a bottle. I was looking at some of the things that have happened lately. They've caught lightning in a bottle with Cody coming back. They also with Sami, with Sami Zayn, that whole Usi storyline. So I don't know. It's just, I think now it's like, and this is just me as well. It's like, I think now we just need to support the pro wrestling, because it's not helping anybody out. I think it's just toxicity of social media, but I just think we all just need to enjoy wrestling again.
I saw this one thing. When people say that, like, just enjoy wrestling, like, would you actually enjoy Adam Cole shaved, bald-headed, and Keith Lee's manager?
I wouldn't enjoy it now, because I know what Adam.
You gotta enjoy it though. Like, we just gotta enjoy it.
Or look at what they're doing to Bronson Reed. Look at this. What they're doing to Bronson Reed. You guys complain, well, not us as listeners, but people complain all the time about Lance Archer and Miro not being used. But then you have Bronson Reed coming out every once in a while and getting squashed or beat. A monster like Bronson Reed,
I can't call him.
It's just the same issue as it is with
Jonah.
As Archer and Miro.
That's Jonah. That is Jonah to me.
That's Jonah. That's Jonah.
Just like LA Knight to me is Eli Drake from Impact. I'm sorry, that's Eli Drake to me.
Like, every time he says LA Knight, I see Eli Drake. Like, that's what I get out of it. Like, some people's names are supposed to be their names. But I don't hate WWE, but I can't sit there and watch that. I tried to on Monday, but the thing I did like was Tommaso Ciampa. He's back. I like
Yeah, I'm
Tommaso
glad
Ciampa.
he's back from injury.
But after that, I don't know.
All right, guys. So you guys excited for what I'm about to drop on y'all?
Yeah,
Yeah, go for it.
give us a pipe bomb.
July is going to be a great month. We're going to be doing AEZ's very first 3-part Talking Elite series, and it's going to be on the ending of the streak. So we'll do a 3-parter talking about the careers of both Brock Lesnar, Undertaker, and then the 3rd episode we will do it where we'll discuss the impact of the streak ending. So there's rumors that there's also rumors from Paul Heyman that Brock went into business for himself that night. So it's gonna be a very fun episode, and I feel like it's gonna be a very good talked about one. So yeah, guys. So check us out in July because it's gonna be a fun 3 weeks.
Orange Cassidy picks up his first loss, and Orange Cassidy wasn't a 1-on-1, but I feel like who picked up the pin there?
That was Daniel Garcia on.
Daniel Garcia.
Oh,
Who got
we're gonna get a 3-way.
I don't know who got pinned, but Daniel Garcia deserves the next title shot. But
I'd say so.
Who we're gonna fatal 4-way?
That'd be good.
It's gonna be.
Oh
Garcia,
wow, yeah.
Cassidy Garcia, kind of like last year when they crowned the first ever champion.
So is this where you would have Orange Cassidy lose the belt?
I'd have him win. Just so Miro.
It's not to say that I love Orange Cassidy, but do you think his runs kind of ran its course?
I think I'd have him win it. I think
And win it still.
This is a sight to see. I don't know. Wheeler Yuta had to learn, and Shibata put him down. But I haven't seen that side of Orange Cassidy.
Little aggression, I like that. Like I said, when he needs to be serious, he be serious.
I think Orange Cassidy should win, and then Miro should still be the one that beats Orange Cassidy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but if they did have him lose, I think it'd be Daniel Garcia.
That's what I was saying. I think if they pull a swerve on us Sunday, it'd be Daniel Garcia.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Will Ospreay drive into the arena. You do drive to the arena late. What are you gonna do now?
So what?
I bet they filmed a lot of this last week. Or maybe it is this week. You never know.
I hear what you're saying. I, as a Canadian, agree with you. AEW is not going to help you with security. You have so much heat in Canada because Kenny Omega has been inciting his fan base to violence. You need special security, especially in Toronto, where people are violent, entitled cowards, just like Americans. So when I go to Canada, not the most popular chap, as you can imagine, I've got my own military-grade private security, and I'm going to make them available to you at Forbidden Door in Toronto.
He really hates Kenny Omega that much.
Yeah.
I just want to see a fair fight.
Before he said that he was better than Vincent Kennedy McMahon and there's so much all these people, and now he like as much as he loves him is the same amount he hates him. That makes any sense.
So are the women closing the show out tonight?
That's what it might be. Because can't think of any other matches.
Because we're getting Eddie Kingston calling out or naming his opponent, not opponent, he's naming his partner. So yeah, because I'm like down, like, oh my gosh, it's like almost over.
Yeah,
Sad. Almost over, guys. Like, this episode's been a great episode. I've loved it.
I'm looking at the. What were you gonna say?
Okay.
Someone was gonna. Was he gonna say something, Adam?
No, I was waiting. I was letting you go.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm looking at the. I went back and looked at the bracket for the women's Owen Hart, and a lot of these matches have never happened before. Well, Britt Baker and Ruby has, but Sky
Yeah.
Blue and Anna Jay's never happened. Nyla Rose and the Nightingale's never happened. It's gonna be interesting.
So
I think the finals might be Athena and Britt Baker.
That'd be cool. I want Ruby.
Yeah,
I'd
personally.
actually like to see if they're the way she's been on a roll. I'd like to see Sky Blue in the final.
That'd be cool. So, you guys want to do our brackets up and post them on Saturday?
What would you say? Sorry.
You guys want to do a little March Madness and post our, because I have copy
Yeah,
of
we-
brackets now.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Let's
Yeah.
Connor, you're in charge of the Facebook page, and the Twitter page.
Yeah.
Let's do up our brackets and we'll post them on there as well.
Yeah, we can get trust in everyone else, and we can do like a whole thing and show everyone's predictions for the men's and women's side. It'd be pretty cool.
So awesome. All right, guys. So we do a Twitter poll every once in a while for Dynamite to do a discussion while we wait for the last commercial break, or last couple commercial breaks, I should say. And tonight's winner, by astounding 62% to 25%, is our favorite stipulations. So I would have to say, to start off the night with the brawl that we had, that was pretty fun. That was a good way to kind of fun little stipulation. Our course, the AZ's favorite match type of all time, the barbed wire Christmas
yeah.
tree.
Oh, barbed wire
Also-
Christmas tree. I thought he was gonna say barbed wire exploded. Yeah, that match was something else.
Yeah,
The barbed wire Christmas tree. I've never seen anything like that before. A Christmas tree wrapped in barbed wire.
get a chance, go watch it. It's something else.
It was a TNA match.
Yeah. What about you, Connor? What's the one that you like?
It's tough. Wrestling stipulations. There's a lot of over the years. There's a lot of stuff. I would say the exploding barbed wire death match, but didn't go. But in the game, it looks so really, really good.
We'll make up for it in the game.
Hopefully, they redo that one of these days. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
So if she wants to challenge me, I'll meet her out there with a bunch of honor and a bunch of respect. And she doesn't respect my attitude. I'm not
Nah,
worried
it's
about what people say, especially the likes of
What about you?
yeah, you can go at him because it's gonna take me a little bit.
Don't worry about my attitude. Worry about what's going to happen to
The
you.
Punjabi prison match.
That was
that one's never been good. Cool playset though. Adam, what about you? What you thinking?
we got two women's matches on the door. Tony Storm and Will Nightingale. It's tough.
So Eddie Kingston's closing out the show tonight. Looks like.
I'm gonna go with. This is gonna be a wild one. Ultimate X. Well, it's not a stipulation though.
Yeah, true. I think if we go off the stipulation, I always love a loser leaves town match.
Those are good.
Or the what was the Feast or Fired?
Those are good. Like those are real life people who actually lose their jobs.
EC3,
Yeah,
LA Knight.
a lot of people lost their jobs over that. Like in real life, some people wasn't supposed to be fired and they end up getting fired. I feel like TNA has a lot of matches that were out there, but were good. Some of them were, unlike the barbed wire Christmas tree match.
Yeah. Insert wrestler in a cage. In a shark cage.
Yeah, I remember that.
Those are always the funnest ones.
I'm gonna go with the exploding barbed wire death match.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to go with that.
Let us know in the comment section below what your favorite stipulation or match type is. There's supposed to be stipulation, but my brain got the two confused again. Happens when you have ADHD. not a good combination sometimes when it comes to doing a podcast, but yeah. So let us know down below what you guys think on your favorite stipulation / match type. Oliver, I haven't heard of that one. Oliver, thanks for listening. Jason is excited for Athena Baker. Jason voted. Thank you for voting, Jason. And Oliver says the scaffold match.
That's an old school match. So what they like? Do you know what that match is?
Yeah, I think it's the dark side of the ring.
Yeah, they take a big board and they put it over the ring. Then whoever falls down loses, basically.
It sounds painful.
Through tables, nonetheless. Whoever falls down through tables.
I went to one at a local show, and they didn't really do it right because they had two. Well, not to be rude, but they had a 70-year-old man up there who probably shouldn't have been up there, and he ended up winning because probably if he would have fallen down, he'd probably went to the hospital. But
very interesting pick, Oliver.
But one of these days, I'd like to see him like an actual, because you don't see us many these days. That's like old school, old school stuff.
Could you bring it to AEW, or do you think it would not work?
You could. Yeah, that would work. It would be a little bit challenging. Yeah, they could do that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's possible. Just gotta level it right.
I just feel like, well, then again, I guess wrestlers do more dangerous stuff. So
it's a kind of silly thing because like the whole match they're fighting on that one little board, the whole match.
Wasn't that when New Jack and what's his face, the one that when New Jack tased the guy and threw him off and almost committed murder? Is that a scaffold match?
I think so. No, this match right here, Statlander and Ty Valkyrie is probably the best TBS title defense ever.
It looks pretty consistent so far.
Like Chris Statlander's had 5 title defenses so far. Every match she's had since she's been back has been a title defense. And Ty Valkyrie is a very phenomenal athlete. Chris Statlander obviously is.
Oh, big time.
So this is
so good to see her back.
So like I said, this is probably one of the best TBS title defenses ever. Which, out of all the matches, this has been, besides the Concession Brawl, this is the match I was most excited for tonight. Most of the time, it's not the women, so I'm glad the women are they're getting kind of the main event spot tonight. Technically, it's Eddie Kingston, the main segment, but the last match is the women tonight.
Mm-hmm. So they're getting at least 10, 15 minutes. That's pretty good.
Ooh. What were you going to say? Sorry to cut you off there.
Oh, you're good. I just think that this is going to be a good way to end the show, pretty much. Something big's probably going to happen tonight with Eddie Kingston. But looking at it, Chris Statlander's done a really good job. What is her new shtick? Is she's no longer the alien, correct?
Kind of.
Or is she almost like a David Bowie kind of character?
I guess it's something like the real woman, Chris Statlander, or something.
Oh, gotcha.
It's kind of like I'm trying to think of an example. Or you got, well, that's not going to make any sense. I don't know. It's basically like this is like, the alien. This is more like a serious Chris Statlander who is on Earth.
Because didn't she like smear her makeup off to kind of? Didn't she do a video package before she got hurt, saying that she's going to the more serious look?
I was Chris Statlander. Her match I went to in House Road Show was pretty good. Her match. Also seen that they're gonna have 2 women's matches at Forbidden Door. Last year they only had Toni Storm and Thunder Rosa. This year they're gonna have 2. So.
Also, a little nerding out here, but anybody else ready for Final Fantasy 16? I'm super excited for the game. Hope if you guys are excited too, leave a comment below. I think I'm probably the resident. So now that we no longer have one of the guys with us, am I the resident video game nerd now, technically?
I play video games a little bit. Yeah. Probably not.
Or is it Michael? Or did Michael take over the mantle for that?
I you say that because Michael he uploads a lot of gaming
Well,
stuff. On his
I don't Twitch stream it, so or post on YouTube about video games. So I think Michael might be beat.
yeah, he
I haven't had a gaming system in a while, so I definitely gotta get back into it.
You better get a PS5 so we can play together, Adam.
Okay.
We can play Fortnite.
I don't play Fortnite.
I don't either. But we can at least play we can at least play the WWE game and play the AEW Fight Forever game.
Fortnite.
Dude, they have AEW skins now on there.
Maybe GTA Online. That would be fun.
Oh, dude, the AEZ plays GTA Online, and all of our characters have to be like we had to like decorate our characters like a wrestler, and we have to be that persona. So like if I came out as Macho Man, I would have to talk like Macho Man the whole time. Or Hogan. Or somebody that doesn't tear my throat out.
Oh, I guess I should say my favorite stipulation match, huh? I never got to say mine.
Yeah, what's your favorite, Adam?
So I've got a few. Hair versus hair is always a fun one.
Those are always fun.
Definitely when it comes to lucha, definitely mask versus mask.
Yep.
That's a legendary stipulation in pro wrestling. But I think my all-time favorite, and it was brought on probably by one of my, if not top 5 wrestlers of all time, The Undertaker, casket match.
Casket matches are fun.
It's great because Lucha Underground started doing casket matches too, and I thought that was awesome.
Yeah. Oh, that was good. Yeah. Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, we had some of that before. I'm gonna just take this off.
I love trolls.
Oh. Ooh.
Come
I
on,
seen it on
Chris, get
Twitter.
up.
I was scrolling. Jeff Hardy's gonna have to take a leave of absence from AEW.
What?
Well, not by his choice because he can't go to Canada.
Oh, gotcha.
Because AEW is going to be in Canada for a few weeks.
So he'll have to stay back because he can't. Oh, because he was his arrest record.
Yeah, he's not. I guess he can't leave the country. So
No, they should be able to leave. Like you would have to just have to talk to your probation officer.
I guess they advise him not to go. I guess.
And that's their call because I know Effie, he got popped for having edibles in the car. You guys hear that story?
What is edibles?
Weed or THC or some kind of drug infused thing. But Effie got popped with some weed memorabilia, and he's on probation for 12 years. So he can't so he has to constantly get drug tested. Anywhere he goes for I think 3 years, he has to talk to a probationary officer and let him know, hey, I'm going to this country, this state. So he still can do it. So it's like AEW just stepped in and said, hey, you're going to just take a leave for a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
so I
because
think
you
that's
don't want
AEW's part. Unless his probation officer is like, no. So it could also be that too. Who knows? I don't know. I love Jeff, but I don't need to go into detail on his legal findings and stuff.
I don't even know how any of that stuff works, to be honest.
Well, certain states don't like the Huffy Puffy or the devil's lettuce. So edibles, like I said, usually like could be like a brownie, chocolate bar, gummies where you
I know what you're talking about.
And it gets you high like smoking pot.
Do you know who Val Venus is?
Oh, choppy my pee-pee?
He got in big trouble for that.
Of course he did.
Oh, Chris Stellander.
What other people did?
What he did.
Look at the Iron Sheik. Let's go back to his.
Well, what Val Venus did, he could probably go to prison for what he did if anyone finds out what he did. He was putting. I'm afraid to say it on here.
Did he put a tape out of some sort? Why don't you put it in the private chat and we can react to it and see if it's appropriate or not. Oh man. So I don't know. It's interesting. So drugs are. I feel like now there's more healthier ways. I think now with also cannabis being legal in more
What?
places. What?
MJF's gonna appear on Rampage?
MJF's on Rampage?
That's what it says. First appearance ever.
Jack Perry versus Dakai?
That took a lot to do to get him to be on Rampage.
CM Punk, FTR, Ricky Starks versus Jay White, Juice Robinson.
Who is Dookie? Dookie?
And then, oh shit! Tanahashi versus Sir Strickland. Holy shit!
Oh wow. There's gonna be something to
Oh gosh. Collision is cooking, bye.
see. Christian Cage addresses the TNT title.
Dang, this is
Sting and
getting
Darby.
good. Brody King man, Brody King versus Andrade.
Nyla Rose and Will Nightingale.
Yeah, thanks. Actually, Excalibur doesn't have to worry about having a seizure or stroke this time.
He's taking notes from Kevin Kelly, isn't he? Seems like he's well more paced tonight.
Yes,
A little bit, yeah.
they're letting everything breathe. Every segment, every match has had good breathing. So
That's what
Really
Collision
good show.
felt like. That's what Collision felt a little bit like. Which tonight's show didn't feel like Collision, which is a good thing. It doesn't.
yeah, I want it to be its own separate thing, but it feels good too. Like it has
Yeah.
its like.
Yeah, it's still-
both
it's
feel
still-
like they're doing great.
Yeah, the show was really good tonight. Just doesn't need to feel the exact same, which is a good thing. It
So-
doesn't feel the same.
Eddie Kingston's closing up the show. Oh,
So-
and Bryan Danielson is calling out Okada. So they're doing 2 call-outs to end the night. That's interesting.
I
Not
bet, some,
necessarily.
I bet
read that.
somehow, somewhere, they're going to end up together.
Yeah.
So for Collision, we got the CM Punk 8-man tag. We got Swerve and Tanahashi. We got Nyla Rose and who's Nyla Rose going against?
Willow.
Willow.
Yeah,
we
that's
got
be good.
Andrade and Brody King. They can at least put one more match in there and make it fun. Scorpio Sky's going to be in action. He's going to be back on Collision this
So good to see
Saturday.
him back too.
Good. Yeah, I'm excited to see him back.
Yeah, they said that last Saturday. I like the card for Collision. Besides Tanahashi, everyone is signed. Which around for Forbidden Door season, you need to use some of the people on AEW programming to build matches and stuff. Especially if it's going to be MJF and Tanahashi. You're going to want Tanahashi on AEW somewhat. So I'm glad Collision. I'm glad Collision's got another good card. Hopefully
Me too.
Hopefully they keep it up and keep the.
Like I said, we're in a new era of AEW, so let's just keep the momentum going and hopefully we'll bring people back.
I
want to see what we posted. Oh, yeah, no, we cannot say that on TV.
Yeah.
Val Venus, my friend, you better go to jail.
Yeah.
So I finally watched. Yeah, that's crazy. That's what he did.
Dang.
He actually
That's
told
what I was gonna say. I just watched the episode from last night about Doink the Clown.
What happened to Doink the Clown?
So the story behind Doink is a guy named Matt Osborne, but he went by Matt Bourne. Not the Matt Bourne you guys think of that became Matt Seidel. No. Or Evan Bourne, yeah. But Matt Bourne was the original Doink the Clown in WWF. And apparently he's the one that pretty much collaborated on creating the character because he wanted something different. But of course, like most professional wrestlers back in that day, he had substance abuse, alcohol, drugs. His first marriage, him and his wife had 2 kids. And she would tell stories about how he would get so drunk that one night he actually did hit her and put her in the hospital. And when he came out of the jail he came out the jail the next day and looked at her face because it was so bad. He goes, "What happened to you?" He didn't even remember doing it. And she told him, and he goes, "Oh my God, I am so sorry." Like, he was in bad shape. So, and then obviously, like, he did. If you type in Google, Doink the Clown, Hacksaw Jim Duggan shoot match.
Yeah.
I gotta put a shirt on, folks. I just had surgery and I ate a lot of ice cream, so forgive me.
Nice. I think
I'm here because the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega decided to leave because I told them I don't respect them.
Of course.
okay. It's me, Lance Archer. He's got a Texas shirt. It's Terry Funk shirt, but
Terry Funk?
he's got a Terry
Yeah.
Funk shirt on.
Is he going to be in AEW?
He can't. He has dementia.
Well, anything's possible these days.
McFoley? Just kidding. Same. Uh-oh, here comes Mox. Adam, how are you on the show and in TV at the same time? It's not fair, man. You're in double duty tonight? Sorry, that's terrible. Now your beard's better.
Thanks.
And you're a lot stronger too.
I try.
I know it's going to be, guys.
Well, don't
Sheesh.
say it because, again, I'm delayed. So you
don't know
guys
who
don't
it's gonna
spoil the surprise for me.
I
Wait.
say it's going to be Goldberg.
Fuck that. Sorry. Sorry. Shoot. My bad. Sorry,
It'd be
YouTube.
funny if he came out of nowhere and speared Moxley. Kind of wouldn't be funny. Same time.
He really hates Claudio.
Yeah, and this goes on to the last Blood and Guts that he wanted the pin, and he didn't get the pin over Claudio. What Jericho did, actually.
I love the Mad King. This is getting me excited for Forbidden Door. This promo alone. Oh! Yes, the Pitbull's back.
Whoa!
Sorry.
Whoa! Woo! Ishii! Woo!
Dude, I saw him last year at WrestleCon.
Oh, you know Okada's coming out.
Yeah, bring out Okada. Bring out Okada. I'm on. I need Okada now. I need Okada. Like, I'm on Okada.
Ishii's getting whooped. Who's teaming up with the Blackpool Combat Club?
That's not right, Maker.
There he is. Let's go.
Uh-oh.
Dude, this is a dream match right here. And I had to wait to watch it because I have my little brother's birthday.
Okada.
So I'll have to watch the next day. That's okay.
Second appearance in AEW.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, be there, Yuta.
Got a face off. No, Wheeler Yuta. Wheeler Yuta's beating up on Okada. Is Danielson going to kick his head in?
Oh, dang. This is going to be good. Guys, like, this is probably one of the best episodes of Dynamite in a long time.
Oh, do it to Wheeler.
Oh, poor Wheeler. Actually, no, he deserves it. Screw that asshole.
I love the Rainmaker. And you're
This
dead.
is going to be a 5-star match, isn't it?
Boom. That was good.
Guys, this is amazing. Oh, my gosh.
I want to see Okada and Adam Cole. That'd be different.
Woo!
That was good.
Oh, my gosh, guys. Even my dog is excited for this Dynamite, as you can hear in the background. But wow, what a match. What a show. What a night segment.
Good build up to Forbidden Door.
Yeah, it kind of fixed a lot of my doubts with the build up. It could have been better, but I feel like tonight helped. Just Okada and Danielson in the ring together.
Yeah.
So, Forbidden Door, Sunday, June 25th. Don't forget, tomorrow night, I'll be back here for Talking Elite, and we'll be talking everything Forbidden Door, matches that we have announced so far, and we'll also be talking about what could go down, what we hope goes down, and who the winners could be. So it's going to be a fun show, so make sure you guys check us out for that tomorrow night here, 7 Central. Connor, any announcements before we sign off?
Not really. Of course, we got Talking Meet tomorrow, Rampage Friday, Collision Saturday. I won't be on here for Collision because I'm going to a wedding. I cannot get out of.
Do you have to wear a suit?
I don't know what I'm wearing. It's my mom's. It's my mom's wedding, so I don't really.
Oh, you better wear a suit, or else Mama Bear is gonna slap you silly.
Well, I think she's got everyone's outfit picked out and everything.
Well, congratulations to your mom.
Yeah, I can get out of that one, but
Jacobs
will be on here taking. He'll be on here doing that, I think. Yeah. Oh, the vlog. Two Blood Mississippi's coming out. Probably right after this. I gotta just press one button and it's on YouTube. Yeah.
Just one button.
I wish it was that easy to mix and produce.
Yeah. Well, I've already got it all done and everything. I just gotta press publish.
Sweet. So excited to see.
We got a few comments here.
Let's close this out. Drunk Clown from Matt Bourne.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was on everything, alcohol and drugs.
Jason
to have an amazing card. I think Dynamite Collision is going to have a war between fans, but will ultimately better AEW. I feel like that's going to happen. Then fans going to be eagerly to watch both. Like you have to watch it. Like like you have to watch Collision. No. You have to watch Dynamite. That's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be.
Yeah, I'm super stoked.
But I watch all of AEW's product since day one AEW started. 2019 January 1st BTE when they announced AEW. It was one fan's comment. I don't know who it was, but it really stuck out to me that not all fans probably feel this way, but it's our responsibility to make AEW a success, to support the shows, to always watch, to go to the shows when you can, obviously. It just always stuck out to me, even when sometimes the product is not as good, but it's still bad. I don't think AEW's ever been as bad as WWE has been sometimes, but AEW has always been a watchable product, I feel like.
It's still consistent.
Yeah. They've never went down to the dumps where you have Butch and then all these Bearcat, Keithley, and they never went down that deep. Okada. Yeah, this is Carl's second appearance on Dynamite. Hope one day we're going to get a match on Dynamite with him. They should have done this type of build a few weeks ago. They could have done it like the Dynamite after Double or Nothing, but they were very close together. But thankful they got Collision now. They can for pay-per-views to have another show to build up for a pay-per-view now, besides just Dynamite and Rampage. So it's another plus for Collision that can build more stuff up, more stories, more.
Yeah, it was definitely a good. Good, like I said, it's heading in the right direction again. And hopefully, we can get back up to the million eventually. I think we just got to keep things going, and with Punk coming back, I feel like tonight the ratings will spike. Hopefully, so
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it was good. I felt good about tonight, and
Yeah, it was pretty good.
made me smile. Had a good time.
There's a lot of stuff happening on the Night's episode. It's probably one of the best in a long time. Well, I won't say a long time, but it was a really good episode. I want to go back and watch some of that stuff. I always like going back and watching. That's I wish we had a streaming service of AEW. But
That's
yeah.
coming.
As I said, we'll be back for Talking Week tomorrow. Then Friday Rampage. I should be on for Rampage, possibly. But Saturday I don't. Definitely not. But well, the wedding's during the day, and then we're going to a dinner show at night. At the dinner show, I'm gonna bring my phone. I'm gonna watch Collision.
Oh, your mom's not listening.
I mean, it's technically not at the wedding; it's at a dinner show.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Collision should be really good. We possibly might have an interview coming pretty soon. It's not gonna be a live stream, probably. It's just a very random interview for people that old school days wrestling. I can't really make the announcement yet because I don't want to make it and then it not happen and then stuff like that. But there's definitely gonna be some more interviews coming pretty soon that we live stream. But it's gonna be there's possibly gonna be a pre-upload interview. Definitely check out the links in the description below: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Spotify, and Podbean. As Lance said, there's a lot of new stuff on Podbean. I've kind of slowed down on doing Dynamite and Rampages and stuff. And I've strictly just done interviews and Talking Elite stuff. It's kind of made for Spotify. We're at 3. What are we at now?
310. Last time I checked.
We're at 354 subscribers.
Oh wow.
354. Our goal is 540 years over with. We spiked 2 subscribers during the stream tonight. So whoever subscribed, we thank you. Everyone that watched, thank you to everyone that commented. Or some people I've been told this that some people watch and they don't comment. They're a silent supporter that they watch all of our stuff but they never comment. So the ones who don't comment, we thank you for still watching.
Of course.
We'll see you guys tomorrow for Talking Elite.
Have a good night, y'all.
Good night, y'all.